This is the second day of working with Flying Blue here. We've been working on the gentling process. So yesterday, working with them, we got up to the point where I could rub on him. I was on the other side doing that, and he was tolerating it well. So today we just see where he's at. He's already letting me get a lot closer to him. I just kind of walked in here, and he's just kind of hanging out here. So he's not really bothered. So we'll just start off with, well, first, the gentling process is mostly about building trust and getting them to be okay with a lot of new things. So the process of building trust is just getting them to be able to handle new things, and you have to prove to them that those new things aren't going to hurt them. Because they're a prey animal, most of what we present, being prey or predators, they're in our predator world now, and so most of what they see is like, oh my gosh, that might get me, that might eat me, that might do something to me. So we have to prove to them that that's not going to happen. And so I'm going to come in here with my stick, offer it to him, see what he thinks of it. And then can I bring it back? I'm just kind of in his space here, so I'm feeling his bubble. I don't have the long stick here today. I've got the shorter stick. So he's allowing me to rub his nose, so then I'll take advantage of that, and can I just take that down his neck? And if I can't actually touch him physically, I can touch his bubble. I can touch his space, but he's handling this well. So I'm just going right on in, rubbing on him. And he actually likes a good scratch. So can I find a place where I can scratch him where he goes, oh, that feels good? Some horses like it, some horses don't. So you kind of have to find what your horse likes. And I'm just slowly getting closer and closer with my hand. That was a little too much. I can also just kind of go back and forth. That seemed to bother him more than me just going in slowly. But I'm just staying with him here. So if he wants to move, I'm allowing him to move, but I'm just staying with him. Can I stay the same distance? And I'm staying right in the center of him. I'm not too far back, not too far forward. If I get back too much, it's going to tend to push him forward. If I get forward too much, it tends to have him stop and turn around. And I can use that positioning to my advantage. If I wanted him to go, I might step back. If I wanted him to slow down, I might step forward a little. But otherwise, I'm trying to find this center point. It's kind of the neutral position. And this is good. And what I like about him too is he's pretty balanced from one eye to the other. He was letting me touch him yesterday in the other eye. We've kind of finished with this, and see, he's really allowing us to start off where we finished on the other side. So I'm just proving to him that everything is okay. He's going to come out of this alive. It's going to be a good thing. He can get some scratches out of this deal. Make him feel better. And so I'm just going to start reaching over him because I want to prepare him for the halter. So he has to be able to handle me reaching over his neck. When I did that last time, he kind of got bothered. So going in and out of that space and just stepping a little bit closer, bringing my body a little bit closer to him, and he's noticing that. So I'm being aware of all of that. Wasn't quite sure about me coming towards his hind end. Come back to the stick. And just slowly work my way getting closer and closer to him again. And really rewarding him for the halt. And the reward is just kind of, I'm like, oh, I'm not asking anything here. And I'm going into the thing that he likes. Some horses coming in and touching him there may not be what they like. With him, he really seems like he's like, oh yeah, that feels good with you right there. So I'm searching for that thing that he wants. He's allowing me to come down to his shoulder, which is good. A lot of times this can be a sensitive spot for the horses. Now I'm going to bring my hand across his neck. So he sees me in both eyes. This is good. He moves. I can stay attached to him this time. Nice. So he takes off and I stay with him even though I'm farther away. Yeah, and he's figuring out, okay, stopping, relaxing is a good deal. So I'm really teaching him to halt his feet. Then, when he gets worried, their first reaction is, oh, I've got to go. Through rewarding with lots of repetition of saying, this is it, this is where I want you, he'll come back to this. He'll get bothered. When he gets bothered, he'll go, okay, where can I find the relaxation? Where can I find the sweet spot? So I have to create a sweet spot by softening and relaxing and rewarding him when he halts, finding a spot where he enjoys me rubbing on him. There he checked in, so I just totally go, that's it. Yeah. Staying with them. Step away a little bit so he doesn't kick me when he turns around there. Hi. This is the new eye for today. Allowing me to come in pretty quick. Again, trying to find what is he like. I've had some horses where I just come and all I can do is just set my hand there, and that's all they like in the beginning. And getting them comfortable with that, and then slowly just kind of rubbing them softly. But he's able to handle more, so I go into doing more and find that place that he really likes. He's like, hey, that feels good. How can I be a buddy horse to him? Reaching my hand over, rubbing on him, so he sees me in both eyes, feels me on the outside and sees me on the inside. Yeah. Coming down his cheek, underneath his jaw here. This is all good. Because to prepare for the halter, he has to be able to feel or handle the feeling of things touching him underneath his nose, around his nose. So I'm rubbing under his jaw on the other side. Not too sure about it down there, so again I find a place he likes. He kind of likes it on the jaw. Now I'm going to slowly bring in this hand. So can he handle me touching him with one hand on the outside and be able to, and I'll just throw the stick down. And can he handle my other hand coming in and touching him on this side? So I have one hand on one side and one hand on the other side. Because as I go to halter him, he has to be able to handle both hands coming in. And you notice how that's a little bit much for him. So I'll just slowly kind of come in and out of that space. See what he thinks of it. Yeah. Nice. Now I'm on the off side to put the halter on, but if I had to, I could flip the halter inside out and put it on from this side. But it's all good, so I'm just staying with them. So my hand's still out, still being connected, staying right in that space. There. He stopped. I just totally take the pressure off by softening. And like, oh, that's it. And now I'll come back in. He had a little lick and chew there. Yeah. So I'm just trying to build trust here. Prove to him that I'm a good thing. That I'm not going to hurt him. That I'm actually going to take care of you. Yeah. This is nice. Let me rub on both sides of his neck. And then I'm going to slowly work towards seeing if he'll allow me to touch him with the side of my body, kind of on his girth, shoulder area. That's why he moved forward, because I just got a little closer to him. And he's like, oh, that was too much. But this is good. Some nice releases here. And he keeps finding the same spot, and that's okay. Yeah. So he softened, so I softened. Took the pressure off. Now I'm going to go back in. Yeah. And just kind of rock back and forth with him as he was rocking. So that's good. So now we're going to shift gears